Hey guys, Chris, this is strat-o-matic Delaware, and we are bringing you a little bit more dead ball baseball tonight. 2017 Dead Ball League, strat-o-matic Basic, trying to get things wrapped up. Opening day coming up here, the day after tomorrow. But in the meantime, I am still in Delaware at Strat Central, and I'm still able to roll baseball. So let's get to it. Tonight's two-game series. The 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates at 6-6 are traveling to New York to play the Giants at 5-7. If you'll recall from yesterday's doubleheader, Philadelphia Athletics, they went up to 12-4. Pittsburgh at 6-6 is the only team with a chance to pass Philly in the win-loss standings. Sox and Tigers, the White Sox of 1919 and the 09 Tigers can only tie if the A's lose out. So it looks like the Athletics have pretty much run away with this one. If they win two more games, they've pretty much got first place clinched. So let's go ahead and scoot this down just a little because the camera's not going to stay up there. And let's get this started. Derek, Dodgers fan, how is it going? And you're still in California at Dodger Strat Central. How's it going, Derek? Glad you could make it. Let's get some baseball going. For Red Clark, leading off for the Pirates, 4-7. That'll be a single. Tommy Leach, center fielder. Get over there. 5-6, and he follows up with a single, sends Clark around to third. Pirates on top, and at the corners, no outs, top of the first. Honest Wagner, 1-7, two-star single. Knocks Leach around to third, scores Clark. Pirates on the board early. No outs. Red Ames on the hill for the Giants, 4-8, and that is going to be a hard line out to first, one away. Owen Wilson, Chief Wilson, right fielder, 6-7 strikeout, and Ames may just get out of this inning relatively unscathed. Bill Abstein, first baseman, 2-10, hard grounder hit back to the box. Over to Dan McGann. That's going to be out number 3. Pirates do score an early run. And Jerry Ball is in the room as well. Welcome to the chat, good sir. Glad you could make it this evening for some dead ball. Alrighty. That is one run for the Pirates on the top of the first. Mike Turkey Donlin leading off. Hard grounder hit the second for the first out of the inning for the Giants. Third baseman Art Devlin, 4-4, and that's going to be a line out to first. 2 away. Sam Mertz, left fielder. 112, pop out to short plus injury. I hate plus injury because I always roll low. 1, he stays in the game. Sam Mertz shakes it off. Takes a station out in left field. Nothing for the Giants, 1-0 Pittsburgh. We go to the top of the second. And catcher George Gibson, 7th in the order, leading off against Red Ames, 4-4 strikeout. 1 down. Bobby Byrne, third baseman. 2-9, flies out to center field. Easy play out there for Mike Donlin. That is 2 away. 4-12 off Ames card for Vic Willis, and that's going to be a fly ball to left field X. Clark is a 2 with a 20. That's a routine fly ball. Out number 3. So we go to the bottom of the second. George Brown, right fielder, leading off for the Giants, 1-7, and that'll be a fly ball to right. 1 away. Dan McGann, first baseman, 5th in the order, 3-8, hard grounder hit to short, 2 down. Roger Bresnahan, catcher, 3-8, and that's going to be low on the split. Hardliner to second. That's going to 1-2-3 end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. None left on. Go to the top of the third, back to the top of the order for the Pirates. Fred Clark, left fielder. Leadoff batter, 2-3, hard grounder to second. Strang over to McGann. That is one away. Center fielder, Tommy Leach. 5-9 off Ames card will be a walk. Bresnahan is a 1 behind the plate for the Giants. They're going to put the hold on Leach. Takes him down to a 1-11 safe. Hannes Wagner, the Flying Dutchman, 1-7. Single gets Leach around to third. That's his second single of the game. Dots Miller, man at the corners, 1 out, top of the third inning. Ames on the hill for the Giants. The delivery, 6-6, and issues a walk. Loads the bases. Owen Chief Wilson comes to the plate. 5-10 on Ames' card and walks in a run. Tommy Leach scores. Wagner on third. Dots Miller to second. Wilson moves in on first base. 1 out, first baseman Bill Abstein. 2-0 top of the third. Pirates 2-10. Ground ball. Hey, that's going to get Wilson going to second. 1-6, fielder's choice, but that will be another RBI. Wagner across the plate. 3-0 your score. 2 outs, top of the third. Catcher George Gibson. Yep, 2 more days, Jerry. I'm so looking forward to it. 2-8, single. RBI single for Gibson. Scores Miller. And the Pirates are assembly lining around the bases. First and third, 2 outs. Bobby Byrne comes up. His chance for an RBI. 6-7 on Ames' card. Nope, that's a strikeout to end the inning. 1, 2, 3. Pirates plate 3. Well on their way to getting that needed win to keep pace with Philadelphia. Of course, Philadelphia has got to lose all but one of their remaining 6 games in order for Pittsburgh to win out and tie. The Athletics are probably going to be home field advantage, best of 7. Strang, 5-6 off Vic Willis card, leads off the bottom of the third with a single. Pirates on base. Ken Castro, good evening. How are you doing this fine evening, sir? Glad you can make it to the chat. A little bit of dead ball going on. Nice little doubleheader. 4-6. Vic Willis. Bill Dolan. Ground ball to short, which will be Wagner as a 1 with a 6. Bill Dolan at the plate. Smacks it hard at Hannes Wagner. Wagner is able to get it to second at Dots Miller to force Strang. Makes the turn to Abstein. Double play. 6-4-3. And that is going to bring Red Ames to the plate to face Vic Willis. 1-7 strikeout. So after 3, your score, Pittsburgh Pirates 4, New York Giants 0. Zip, Bubkus, Nutton. And Vic Willis, his second time at bat, leading off top of the fourth. 1-5 strikeout of Willis. Fred Clark, left fielder. 4-6 is a strikeout. Tommy Leach. Come here, red die. 6-9 fly ball to right field. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. And go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Mike Turkey Donlin, top of the order for the Giants. Bottom of the 4th, 5-7 on Vic Willis card, strikeout. Swinging at the knee cheese. Art Devlin, third baseman. 1-9, hard grounder hit the third. No problem at all for Byrne. Gets it over to Abstein for out number 2. Left fielder Sam Mertz popped as short as last time up. 2-9, fly ball to center field. That's an easy play for Tommy Leach. Camps out underneath it, makes the catch. So after 4, the Pirates lead by 4. Top of the 5th. Honus Wagner leading off. 3-11. Hard grounder hit the 3rd. That's 1 away. Makes him 2 for 3 on the evening. Dots Miller, second baseman. 5-9, draws a walk, his 2nd walk in a row. Scored his last time up in the 3rd inning. Owen Chief Wilson, right fielder, facing Red Ames, 1 out, top of the 5th. 4 strikeout. Out number 2. And Bill Abstein trying to extend the inning against Red Ames. 5-3. Grounder to short X. Dahlin is a 2 with a 1. That'll be a single. Yes, it will. And Miller makes it the 2nd. Inning properly extended. George Gibson. 2-6. The pitch from Ames. Hard grounder hit to short. We'll call that a 6-4. Gets Abstein at 2nd. And that will end the inning. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Pirates are up by 4. Yeah, I know. Come on, G-Man, but it is not looking good. John McGraw, he's got his pistol out in the dugout, and he's ready to shoot the next guy to not score a run. George Brown is nervous, walking to the plate against Vic Willis. 4-9, ground ball to 2nd. Willis runs into Pittsburgh's dugout because he doesn't want to get shot. He sends for his glove by wire. Dan McGann, 2-7, draws a walk, nervously looking over his shoulder as McGraw spits out a tooth he just chewed out of his own gum. Roger Bresnahan, catcher, tough as nails. 4-10, catcher's card X. Gibson is a 1 within 11. And that will be a foul out. Gibson follows Brown into the Pirates' dugout. Sends his own wire, Western Union, to get his glove. Sammy Strang, second baseman, man on first, bottom of the 5th. 5-4, ground ball 3rd X. Byrne is a 2 with a 1. That's going to be a single. Extends the inning, gets McGann to second base. Keep doing that. This guy, Bill Dahlin. Shortstop, 2 outs, 2 men on, bottom of the 5th. 5-4, grounder to Byrne at 3rd. It's an X. 2-14, Byrne scoops it up over to Abstein, ends the inning, and the Giants scoreless again. We go to the top of the 6th, 4-run lead for the Pirates. Bobby Byrne leading it off. 1-9, hard ground ball hit to short. Dahlin McGann, 1 away. Red Ames on the hill still for the Giants. 2-8 for Vic Willis. That's a strikeout, his 2nd in a row. Fred Clark, left fielder, leadoff batter, 2 outs. Pops it up to first base. And that's 3 away. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Pirates up 4-0. Giants desperate to make something happen here to keep from being all but out of the running for the World Series. Red Ames is going to bat. 1-7, strikes him out. Mike Turkey Donlin, center fielder. 5-8 off Willis's card, pops it out to short. That's 2 away. Art Devlin, third baseman. 2-10, grounder to short. Honus Wagner over to Abstein, out number 3. And the Giants. Not scoring any runs. Vic Willis is dominating on the mound. Alrighty, here we go. Top of the 7th. Tommy Leach, 312, fly ball to left. That is out number 1. Honus Wagner, Red Ames still on the hill. 310, ekes out a single, his 3rd base hit of the game. Dots Miller, 2nd baseman, 5-5, grounder to 2nd. Not able to get Wagner going to 2nd. Owen Wilson, Chief Wilson, 2 outs, top of the 7th. 2-12, fouls out. And that will take us to the bottom of the 7th inning at the old ball game. Yeah, they're not doing so well, Jerry. They really are not. These Giants are surprising the bejabbers right out of me. Only 2 base hits, 1 walk. And this may not be atypical, but they are typically behind in a game. 5-7 their record so far. Sam Mertz leading off, left fielder, 3rd in the order. 2-7, grounder to 3rd. It's out number 1. George Brown, right fielder, 1-10 and a single. Only I had said that sooner. Dan McGann, first baseman, 2-7, draws a walk, and the Giants have some business here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Roger Bresnahan, catcher, 2-12, hard grounder, hit to short. Nothing going. We go to the 8th. Your score, Pittsburgh Pirates, 4, New York Giants, 0. Bill Abstein, first baseman, 2-8, grounder to short. 1 away. Brings us to catcher George Gibson. 5-6, and that will be a single for the catcher, his 2nd base hit of the game. 3rd baseman Bobby Burns, 6-6 off Ames' card is a walk. Pirates have got some business going. 1st and 2nd, 1 out, top of the 8th. Up by 4, 1-7, strikeout. 3rd in a row for Vic Willis at the plate. That is 2 down, brings us to Fred Clark. Red Ames on a short leash. 5-8, strikeout. Gets out of the inning. But without any run support, the effort will be fruitless. Giants got to get the split in order to stand a chance of even being in any kind of tiebreakers if everybody else in the league ends up tied way behind the Athletics. 12-4. They're running away with it, man. The old white elephants. Bottom of the 8th, Sammy Strang. Giants are a lineup and a half behind Pirates as far as plate appearances. 5-6 off Vic Willis's card. 5-12, rather. And that is a 3. We'll call that a 3-4. Strang's got some speed. 1 away. Bill Dolan, shortstop. 2-5, strikeout for the shortstop. That is 2 away. Vic Willis dominating on the hill. And they're going to pinch hit for Ames, I do believe. And they're going to bring in, you know, he's just pissed off enough. He's going to come in and do it himself. Because that's just the kind of thing he would do since he was a carded player for the Giants that year. John McGraw. He grabs a bat. I'm going to show you boys how this is done. Inch hitter 13D. He's hacked off. He's had enough. It's time to show these boys how to do it. Put that where it belongs. John McGraw facing Vic Willis. And it's not off Willis's cards. That's going to be a pop out to first plus injury. And McGraw could stay in the game if he wasn't a pinch hitter. They're going to do that there. Let's not be stupid. That's not going to happen. McGraw is done. 0 for 1. Old Muggsy. Old Muggsy puts himself in the lineup. He comes back, and the guys are laughing their butts off at him. He is glowering. He is mad. He is sick and tired of the way his guys are not doing what he knows they are capable of doing this year. Therein lies the rub. We're going to go with Luther Dummy Taylor to relieve. No. Get out the red pen. For the top of the 9th. Right there. So Ames went 8. Top of the 9th for the Pirates. It says right there, Dummy Taylor. 4, 5, Tommy Leach leading off. Top of the 9th, Taylor's card, hard grounder to second. That is out number 1. Hannes Wagner, the Flying Dutchman. 3 hits and 4 at-bats so far, and hard grounder to third. Easy play for Art Devlin. That is 2 away. Dots Miller, 5, 6. Fly ball to right. Brown all over it. So that's going to take us to the bottom of the 9th, and it is do or die for the Giants. They've got to score 4 to stay in it, 5 to pull out the win. Mike Turkey Donlin, top of the order, bodes well. Everybody's on there. Here we go. Mike Donlin, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. 4, 5, draws a walk. Gibson's a 1, takes him to 111 stealing. Not going to happen. Art Devlin, 246. Devlin's laying down the bunt. 8, does so well. 3, 4, sack. Man on second for the first time in this ball game. Nah, third time. Never mind. Sam Mertz, left fielder. 6, 10. Fly ball to center field X. Leach is a 2 with an 8. And that's going to be the second out. Runners advance a base. Donlin gets to third. And that's going to bring us to right fielder George Brown. Bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, down by 4. Vic Willis gets a signal in from Gibson, his catcher. He looks over to third, trying to freeze Turkey on third base. Here comes, looks into Brown to wind up the kick. The pitch, 5-9. And it is sliced by Brown, popped up behind first. Abstein drifts over, makes the catch, and that's going to be out number 3 into the game. Complete game shutout for Vic Willis as he downs the Giants 4-0. So let's put these guys over here and do some stats. And then we'll get right along to game 2. So your final score is Pittsburgh 4, New York 0, no errors. Fred Clark, 1 of 5. Runs scored, strikeout, strikeout. Tommy Leach, 1 of 4. Runs scored with a walk. Let's do that. That way you can tell. Hannes Wagner, 3 of 5. Run scored, run batted in. Dots Miller, 0 for 3. But he did score a run, got 2 walks. Owen Wilson, 0 for 3, strikeout, strikeout, walk, and a run batted in. Absteen is 1 of 4 with a run batted in. George Gibson, 2 of 4, run batted in, strikeout. Byrne is 0 of 3, a K and a walk. Willis 0 for 4. Strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. A lot of strikeouts there for Ames in the loss. That is complete game, shutout, win, loss. 1 inning for Taylor. So that's 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, only 8 hits. And they were all Ames. 8 hits, 4 runs, all earned. Walked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not a bad job in a loss. He just got in trouble in the 3rd inning, and they kept on slapping 2-star singles and assembly lining around the corners before Ames could get a hold of it. So let's count the Giants. This will be quick. 0 for 3, Donlin with a walk. Let's do that. 0 for 3, Devlin. Sacrifice hit. 0 for 4, Sam Mertz. 1 for 4, George Brown. 0 for 1, Dan McGann. Do that the way I'll be able to read it later. A couple of walks. Roger Bresnahan, 3 for 0. Strang, 2 of 3. Dolan, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And Red Ames, 0 for 2. Couple Ks. Muggsy, nothing going there at all. Let me do that real quick. So, guys, who is the player of the game? Vic Willis. 1, 2, 3 hits. 9 innings, complete game win, shutout, 3 hits, no runs, nothing there. Struck out 3, walked 3. Yeah, Vic Willis, Jerry already voted on that. Starting pitcher does that well. Starting pitchers get it a lot in this league. Imagine that. Pitchers dominated. Vic Willis, player of the game. Your score, Pittsburgh 4, New York 0. Game 2 coming right up, as you can see. Let's get the lineups reset. Put Muggsy back in his dugout. Taylor back in the bullpen. Starting for the Giants in this game is going to be Joe McGinnity, who is batting at a 4. And for Pittsburgh, starting pitcher is going to be Howie Kamnitz. And his card is already in there. Good. Okay. Pirates looking to tack it on. They are 7 and 6 at this point. Giants are 5 and 8. You go there. You're fine right there. Now let's do this. McGinnity Giants goes up there. Howie Kamnitz goes right there. Got more space than that. Nope, that's all I really need. Okay. I've got things turned around here somehow. So let's straighten it up. Oh. Last moment adjustments by the camera crew. See how that looks. Iron Man Joe McGinnity. Keep coming with the nicknames. Is that the real nickname, Jerry? I'll write it on there if it is. Iron Man Joe McGinnity. Yep, looks good on the camera. Maybe move you down a wee little. You guys can come almost off the map. Iron Man Joe McGinnity. Yep, putting it on there. Thank you. I am Iron Man. Not that one, I know. Okay, Fred Clark. Yeah, I'll scoot these guys over out of the way a little bit. Get away from my score sheet. Give me room. All right, here we go. Top of the first, Pirates starting it out. Fred Clark leading off, 3-8 grounder to third. That is one away. Tommy Leach, center fielder, 5-7. Joe McGinnity, Iron Man on the mound. 5-7 grounder to short. Dolan is a 2 with a 19. One base error on Bill Dolan. Throwing error. Pulled McGann off the bag. Leach on first. Leach being held. Honus Wagner at the plate. 3-6 double. Leach at third. Leach thrown out at the plate. Dee-da. We'll call that 9-2. Doggone it. All right, Pirates. Here we go. Oh, the nicknames are awesome. They really are. 6-7. Fly ball to center. That will end the inning. Go to the bottom of the first. As soon as we get the cards swapped around. Boom, boom. Mike Turkey Donlin facing Howie Kamnitz. 5-8 strikeout. Donlin goes down swinging at the knee cheese. 1-4 for Art Devlin. Misses that home run split. Long fly ball to left field. Fred Clark is out there. He bags it. That is 2 away. Sam Mertz, left fielder. 6-8 on Kamnitz. Card draws a walk to extend the inning. George Brown, right fielder. 2-12 grounder to first. Call that a 3-1. Kamnitz covering on the play. That'll end the inning. We go to the top of the second. Scoreless ball game. Owen Wilson, 3-10. Grounder back to the box. No problem for Iron Man McGinnity. 1 away. Bill Abstein, first baseman. 5th in the order, 6th in the order, 5-7 on McGinnity's card. Grounder to Dolan. He's an X19. That's another error for Dolan. That one, he just drops the ball off his cleat, needs to chase it down. Doesn't even make the throw. George Gibson. 1-5. Hard grounder hit to short. Wow. And Dolan gets it to Sammy Strang. Makes the turn to McGann. So Giants get out of the inning. Not necessarily 1, 2, 3, but more or less the same result. 3 batters up, 3 batters down. We go to the bottom of the second. Dan McGann. Owen Chief Wilson. Dan McGann, first baseman, Giants. Leads off against Howie Kamnitz on the hill for the Pirates. 4-6, line out to short. 1 away. No moisture on my fingers whatsoever. Roger Bresnahan. 2-5, single. Bresnahan just gave a bouquet of roses to John McGraw in the dugout. Said, "Would you be my Valentine?" Sammy Strang, 3-5, draws a walk, files in line on base, right behind Bresnahan, and Giants have got some business. Bill Dolan, shortstop, going to lay down the bunt. And it's not good. Pops it up quickly, gloved by Gibson. He beelines it to second. Hannes Wagner all over that one. Double play. P2-6. Ends the inning. Didn't see that one coming. Bobby Byrne, third baseman, leading off top of the third, 2-7 with a walk. That's going to bring up Howie Kamnitz. He's going to lay down the bunt. Doesn't do much better. 1-6. Fielder's choice on the bunt. Can't really tell what that is. That's better. Alrighty, Howie Kamnitz is on first base. Fred Clark, 1-5, fly ball to center field. That makes it 2 away for the Pirates. Top of the third, Tommy Leach. Yeah, that was double play was awesome. That was great. That hasn't happened not often. 5-7, especially on a bunt. 5-7 for Leach. Grounder to short, X. It's a 9, not a 19 for Dolan. Still a one-base error. Oh, my goodness. Bill Dolan getting ready to just get replaced. Sheer principle at this point. 3 miscues in the first 3 innings, 1 in each. Hannes Wagner, 2 men on, 2 outs. Flying Dutchman facing Joe McGinnity, Iron Man with the pitch. 3-6 double. Pirates are scoring runs. They are unearned runs, but runs nonetheless. Kamnitz scores. Tommy Leach scores. Unearned. 2 RBI for Hannes Wagner. Pirates are up 2-0. 2 outs, top of the third. Stands on second. Dots Miller at the plate. 2-4. Pops it up to second, and that is going to be end of the inning. Pirates have a 2-run lead. And they are on track to keep pace with the White Elephants, Philadelphia, the Athletics. Bottom of the third, leading off, Iron Man Joe McGinnity, 1-7 with a strikeout. Mike Turkey Donlin, glove of stone is right. An area ball won't bounce right off the thing. Poor Bill Donlin. 2-6 for Donlin. That's a strikeout. His second time falling victim to Howie Kamnitz. Art Devlin, 4-10. Fly ball center field X. That's going to be Leach at a 2. With a 19, gets underneath it, pounds his mitt, makes the catch, and that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the top of the 4th. Pirates are up 2-0. Owen Chief Wilson leading off, right fielder, 5th in the order, 3-6, single on base. Bill Abstein, 6-5 off McGinnity's card strikeout. George Gibson. And that's probably how it happened, just like that. 4-11, McGinnity's card, ground ball back to the box. He's a 2 with an 18. And he is able to get the turn, gets it to Strang at second. They double up on Wilson over to McGann. 1-4-3. Nothing going for Pittsburgh. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Clinton, how is it going? Glad you could make it to the chat. Billy Gilbert. Jerry Ball asks, hey, Chris, where is Billy Gilbert of the Giants? Billy Gilbert is right there. Where is Billy Gilbert? Why have I been playing Sammy Strang? If he's got that many at-bats, I must have left him in there one time when Gilbert got injured early in the season. I'm going to leave. Well, just actually Strang with a slightly better average. Wow. I want to leave him in here. I might replace him later in the game. No, I'm going to no, I don't want to take him out because Strang could go somewhere else if someone gets hurt. Gilbert is not carded for shortstop. He may have played shortstop, but strat-o-matic did not card him for shortstop. Why have I had that oversight all this time? Better at second, but Strang hasn't been error-prone. I don't know. That's something I should have to remedy, isn't it? But Clinton, once again, welcome to the chat. Jerry Ball, my fact checker, who I greatly appreciate. I appreciate all of you guys. I really do. Thank you so much for coming and sharing a little bit of your evening with me. Let's get to the bottom of the fourth. Post haste. Sam Mertz leading off 6-6 with a single. George Brown, right fielder. He's going to swing. 1-3 pops up to second. 1 away. Dan McGann, first baseman. Takes a couple warm-up hacks. And Kamnitz with the pitch. 4-3. Grounder hit to Abstein at first. It's an X. He's a 4 with an 11. And that's going to be a 2-base error on Abstein. Actually, since it was a 2-base error, put it up here. That will send Mertz around to third. Abstein with the miscue. That was Dan McGann at second base. Roger Bresnahan going to have to come up with a lot of hits for these to be earned runs if they score. 4-5 off Kamnitz. Card pops out to first. And there will be no earned runs if indeed any score in this inning. That would have been the third out had there not been an error. Sammy Strang, not a DH league, not an injury for the pitcher. Ground ball to first. Abstein gets it to Kamnitz covering on the play. Nothing comes out of it for New York. 2-men in scoring position with 1 out. Cannot plate the run. We go. I used to do pencil scorekeeper, Clinton. I did, and I've got pages and pages and pages of pencil, but this shows up much better on the video. And I finally learned how to use the corrective tape. That's how we have blizzards and call games on account of whiteout around here. Just ask Jerry and Ken. They'll tell you all about it. Take it away, guys. Yeah, that's what strat-o-matic has Billy Gilbert carded as second base, 2 range, running 1 to 16, stealing B. But they do have him as a second baseman and only a second baseman. So I don't even know. Did he play? But not only second base in 05. Derek comes up with. How Srolly can play short. It would probably come in handy in this game. Dolan with 3 errors. Dear Lord. Let's get this rolling. Top of the 5th. 5-10. Bobby Byrne, third baseman at the plate, off McGinnity's card and misses the homer, but he does lead off with a double. That's going to bring Howie Kamnitz to the plate. Lay down the bunt. Ah, he pops out. Runners hold. Pop 3. Fred Clark, left fielder, 1-9. And low on the split, 2-star single. That's going to score burn, and the Pirates score their 3rd run. RBI single for Fred Clark. Captain Clark. Tommy Leach, center fielder, 1 away. Top of the 5th, 3-6. Fly ball to left. That is out number 2. And that brings us to Hannes Wagner, the Flying Dutchman, shortstop. 3rd in the order, 3-11, hard grounder to 3rd. And after 2 consecutive doubles, grounds it out to end the inning. Easy play for Art Devlin, gets it over to McGann. 1 more run plated by Pittsburgh. And they are on their way to sweeping the Twin Bill. Bottom of the 5th. Yes, in 1905 they played real baseball. Agreed 100%. Yes, Jerry, you heard whiteout. Whatever. Bill Dolan, shortstop, bottom of the 5th, leading off, 8th in the order, 3-3, grounder to 2nd. That's going to be 1 away. Dots Miller to Bill Abstein. Joe McGinnity batting 5-8 off Kamnitz's card is going to be a strikeout. His 2nd time swinging at the knee cheese. Mike Turkey Donlin. And the white die runs away. Comes right back. 5-5. Donlin. Fly ball to right. That'll be out number 3. Your score after 5 innings. Pittsburgh Pirates 3. New York Giants 0. Dots Miller leading off for the Pittsburgh 9 against Joe McGinnity. Still on the hill for the Giants. 5-9. And that's a leadoff single for the 2nd baseman. Right fielder, Owen Wilson, is going to lay down the bunt. 9, batter is safe. The bunting is not working this game. Lead runner thrown out by catcher. 2-6. Fielder's choice. Out on the bunt. It's not official scoring. However, I can read it. Most people can kind of figure out what it means. I never learned how to score in a book officially. The official marks to make single for Bill Abstein. It's just a little shorthand system I adapted over the years. It's close enough. George Gibson, catcher, 2 men on, 1 out. Top of the 6th, 1-5, and hits a hard ground ball to Bill Dolan. He makes it to Strang to get Abstein going to 2nd, makes the turn to McGann, forces Gibson, doubles up and ends the inning, 6-4-3. So the Giants take a stab at it, bottom of the 6th. Jerry Ball said, Jerry Ball says, limited rosters. You got to adapt to the times. Jerry Ball, adapt or die. If he's talking about these die, or right here, dice, that's a die. Yeah, sure. Okay. Adapt or die as long as John McGraw isn't like pointing a gun at your head because you're not winning. Poor old Muggsy. MP Fox, how is it going? Yes, as long as I know what's going on, but that's always in doubt and questionable. See 2 videos ago, the great whiteout of 2018. I'm glad you can make it to the chat, man. Here we go, bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates are up by 3 after taking the first game of the doubleheader. Devlin leading off, 1-8. Pop out to 3rd. That's 1 away. Sam Mertz. 1-2. Pop out to 3rd. George Brown, right fielder. 1-9. Extends the inning with a single. Dan McGann, first baseman. 4, 8. Grounder to short. Wagner is a 1 with a 1. Scoops it up, makes the play, ends the inning. Giants score nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. Your score, Pittsburgh 3, New York Giants 0. Leading off for the Pittsburgh team, Bobby Byrne, third baseman, 8th in the order. Joe McGinnity still on the hill for the Giants. 4 or 9 off his card. Fly ball to left. That is 1 out. Brings up Howie Kamnitz. 4-2. Not going to try to bunt this time around off McGinnity's card. Catcher X. Bresnahan is a 1 with a 16. Wild pitch. No one on base for that to affect, followed by a foul out. I get back there, Fred Clark. Leadoff batter, 2 outs, top of the 7th, 4-6 strikeout. That will take us to the bottom of the 7th inning. At the old ball game. Michael Butler, welcome to the chat. Glad you could make it this evening. Very good to see you. Decent turnout. I'm glad you guys could make it. I really am. I love sharing these games with you guys because I know how much you enjoy it. Almost as much as I enjoy playing it. Roger Bresnahan. 4-6 off Kamnitz's card. Line out to short for out number 1. The catcher, Sammy Strang. Second base, 2-7 strikeout. Brings us to Bill Dolan. 1-4 line out to third. 1-2-3 go the Giants in the bottom of the 7th. 3-0 Pittsburgh going to the top of the 8th inning. And the Pirates on the verge of a twin killing in the twin billing. Bobby Byrne is not leading off. I put those cards back on top. Tommy Leach, leadoff batter. Top of the 8th, center fielder. 1-9 and ekes out a 3-bagger. On base twice, errors by Bill Dolan. Scored one of those times, and now on third with a triple, Honus Wagner at the plate. You got to pitch to him. It's Joe McGinnity. He's a good pitcher. 2-10, no. Ground ball, B. Infield was not in, but if no runners are forced, they hold. So 2-10 was ground to third. 1 away. Dots Miller, second baseman. He's going to squeeze. 7, batter pops out. Runners hold. A lot of bunting going on in this game. 2 outs, Owen, Chief, Wilson. And all by Pittsburgh, so it seems. No bunts on the score sheet for New York. Wilson off McGinnity's card, 4-9, fly to left, and that's going to do it for Pittsburgh in the 8th. We go to the bottom of the bracket. Joe McGinnity is going to lead off, and I think they're going to leave him in the game. He's pitching well enough. They don't want to rock the boat. Facing Kamnitz, probably the first out, 3-10. No, draws a walk. Pitcher gets on base. Do we want him slowing everybody up? Do we want him slowing everybody up? Off a Neal is slow. Graham is slow. McGraw, not so much. Bowerman, slow. Boilyard Clark, slow. Billy Gilbert. Let's pinch run Billy Gilbert. McGinnity's going to be coming out of the game. Gilbert. Pinch run. May leave him in at second. Let's do this. Okay. So Gilbert is in. Nah, took him out. Whitney and Chris, toss up. You have not heard me sing the national anthem, Ken, I must say. Bob Franklin, I see another name in the chat. Glad you can make it. Hope everything is well with you, good sir. No, Ken. National anthem. One of these times, maybe for the first game of the Dead Ball League, I will sing the national anthem. I'm going to do that. For the first game of the Dead Ball League. And I will stand across the room because the voice will boom in the mic. So I'm going to make sure that I put that out there, that the national anthem is going to be sung for the first game of the Dead Ball League World Series. I'm going to do it. All right, here we go. Gilbert on first, no outs. Bottom of the eighth, Giants a chance to make something happen. Turkey Mike Donlin, 1-11. Grounder hit to third. They get Gilbert going to second. 5-4 fielders choice. Devlin. Donlin is going to be held by Gibson. 3-10. That's a two-star single. Donlin around to third, and now the Giants have finally got something going on here. Sam Mertz, left fielder. 3-2 fly ball to left, back into right field. Back goes Wilson, back near the wall, makes the catch. Mike Donlin is off. He scrambles home, and the Giants plate a run, 3-1. Bottom of the eighth, 2 outs. George Brown, right fielder, comes to the plate. 5-8 strikeout. Camnet's dominating, ends the inning, but the Giants get 1 run closer. We go to the top of the 9th inning. And coming in on the mound for the Giants. Sorry, Jerry, had to try to get the run. It actually, I don't know. Had to try to get the run. Had to try. Hooks Wiltz is going to come in to relieve Iron Man Joe McGinnity. McGinnity receiving cheers from the crowd. 8 innings. Wiltz in relief. Delabstein, 2-6, goes down swinging. That is 1 away. Pirates top of the 9th. George Gibson, catcher, 3-8. That is a single. Bobby Burns, third baseman, 5-8, strikeout. Hooks Wiltz, trying to get out of the 9th inning. Camnetz is going to stay in, pitching the bottom of the inning. Coming up, 3-9 hard grounder hit to third. Easy play for Devlin over to Dan McGann. That is out number 3, and that's going to take us to the bottom of the 9th. And McGann will be leading off in the inning, 5th in the order. The Giants need to make something happen now. Butter Bench Football, FB, Facebook. What is the FB for? Unless it's your initials, you don't have to tell us. But I would like to know. Inquiring minds would like to know. Wiltsy, Jerry Ball. Hooks Wiltsy. Got it. Hooks Wiltsy. I can remember that. I've been saying it wrong for 4 years, but I can remember that. Butterbench, glad you can make it, man. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 9th. Giants need to make this happen. Dan McGann, Howie Camnet's still on the hill, starting pitcher for the Pirates. 1-9 McGann with a triple. First baseman smacks a triple to the corner. Roger Bresnahan. Oh, goodness. Squeeze. 7. Pops out. Runners hold. Ah, 302. I probably should have rolled him. Sammy Strang is not going to. I never declared what we were doing, so that means that Gilbert is out of the game. Sammy Strang is batting. 510 off Camnet's card. Ground ball, third base, X. Burn is a 2 with a 9. And that is out number 2, 5-3. Brings us to Bill Dolan. And I believe Frank Bowerman is going to come in and pinch hit. No, save that for the pitcher. Save that for slot number 9. Bill Dolan looking to redeem himself on his 3 errors, which cost 2. I'm going to say yes, 2 of the runs that the Pirates scored would be a tie ball game if it wasn't for his glove. Howie Camnet's looking over to third to freeze Dan McGann on, try to keep him close to the bag, looks back in, takes a signal from George Gibson. Here comes the windup, the kick, the pitch, 5-8. Catches the 3-seamer on the corner, strike 3. I don't know if they had 3-seamers in 1905. Doesn't matter. Dolan goes down swinging. Pirates are victorious in Game 2. Oh, goodness gracious. Pittsburgh doing it. Let's put these guys away and do us some stats. And as always, I'll need you guys to vote on your thoughts for player of the game. Yeah, let's put Gilbert in there. That way he's starting in the next game. All right, cool. Boom, boom. Yeah, we're going to make that fix right there. I have no idea why I haven't been starting Gilbert all along, because Strang definitely a utility backup kind of player. He's been good, but not a starter, not a regular starter. Just an oversight on my part. All right, let's see what we've got. Hair. So your final score is 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates moved to 8-6, 4 games back of the Athletics. They win by a score of 3-1. 1 error for Pittsburgh, 3 for New York. Let's count out the hits. Well, let's see. McGinnity is going to get the loss. Camnet's the complete game win, 9 innings, 1 inning for Wiltsey. That'll be easy to remember. Let's count Pittsburgh at the bat. Clark, he is 1 of 4. Run batted in, strikeout. Terry Leach is 1 of 4. Run scored, triple. Hannes Wagner, 2 of 4. 2 runs batted in, 2 doubles. 1 of 4, Dots Miller. 1 of 4, Owen Wilson. 1 of 4, Bill Abstain, 2 strikeouts. 1 of 4, George Gibson, kind of a recurring theme. 1 of 3, Bobby Byrne, with a run scored, a double, a K, and a walk. And Camnet's 0 for 4 with a run scored. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits for the Pittsburgh Pirates. 1 given up by Wiltsey. Oh, 2 strikeouts. Oh, no! It's a whiteout in the press box. So that means we've got 8 hits yielded by McGinnity over 8 innings, giving up 3 runs, only 1 of them earned. 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, no home runs. Good effort in relief. I mean, in a losing effort, rather. Pardon the Misspeak there. Good effort in a losing start. But the Pirates, man, they're playing well. Let's see. Mike Donlin, 0 for 4. Runs scored. 2 strikeouts. Devlin, 1 of 4. Sam Mertz, 1 of 2. Run batted in, sacrifice fly, a walk. George Brown, 1 of 4, strikeout. 0 for 4, Dan McGann. No, 1 of 4, sorry, the triple. 1 of 4, Roger Bresnahan. 0 for 3, Sammy Strang with a K and a walk. Bill Dolan, 3 errors, popped up into the double play on the bunt. They did have a bunt. To end the bottom of the second, Bill Dolan just, the anti-player of the game. 0 for 4, the strikeout. Joe McGinnity is 0 for 2 with a K, walk. Gilbert, no plate appearances. Pinch runner. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits by New York, which means Kamnitz, 9 innings, complete game win, 5 hits, 1 run earned, walked 1, 2, 3, struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no homers. Kamnitz, I'm calling player of the game. What do you guys think? Of course, 2 RBI by Hannes Wagner with a double, 2 for 4 with 2 doubles. Provided enough offense, and those runs were by way of fielder's choice and one of Dolan's errors. All right, MP Fox, take care, man. Glad you could make it. We'll see. Let's see. And Butter Bench. Sorry, got to go. That's quite all right, man. Glad you could make it. We'll come back down. Go ahead and vote. I'm going to go through the chat real quick. But I'm thinking Kamnitz. I really am. McGraw is loving you. Move Dolan. Bill Dolan was a singularly horrible game. It cost a game for the Giants. Those 2 errors cost a game for the Giants. It did. Yes, I tried the squeeze, not down by. Yes, I tried the squeeze down by 2. Trying to get a run across. I tried the squeeze down by 2. I figured that would leave me with 1 out, 1 run in, and I'd figure my way through the bottom of the order. So, yeah, Bob Franklin, I did try the squeeze down 2. It was worth a shot. Strang's a 259 batter. Man on third. I mean, he was probably going to get an out. 259. He already got his 1 hit by the averages. Just a shot I took. Chris, manager outside the diamond. Bob Franklin, Jerry Ball. Guys, thank you very much for making it to the chat tonight. MP Fox and Butterbench had to leave. Michael Butler, glad you could make it. Glad you enjoyed the games. Clinton Parks, bad Bill Dolan. Amen. A singularly, and for him, a rare bad game, really. Ken Castro was in here. Fantastic, brother. Glad you can make it. Yeah, he coined it as well. Bad Bill. Derek Dodgers Royal fan in here earlier. If he is still in here, don't know, but glad you could make it. Really glad you could make it. Yeah, I've got another call for for Howie Kamnitz, so he's getting player of the game. Change this from dead ball league to the pitchers league. Oh man, yep. So oh man, not rubbing it in, just talking out for a couple of minutes or so before I call the stream. So looking forward to opening day on Friday. It's going to be so neat to go there. It really is, to meet some of the other guys. Jerry, I will enjoy Friday. I promise you. My brother and I, we're going to leave. I'm going to park at the store in Milford. We're going to meet at about 5:30. We're going to hit Wawa for our coffee with a shot of espresso, and we're going to hit the road. And I'm willing to bet we're going to be there by 10, maybe a little, right around 10 o'clock, I'm sure. Give a couple of hours to chat and rah-rah and look at some of the new cards when Adam and everybody brings them out, and go in, get to meet Hal. It's going to be really awesome. It's going to be really moving, knowing what he went through in the early parts of strat-o-matic, just trying to, even without support of those that he needed, making it happen himself, because A, he was able to figure out something like this in the first place. I'll tell you what, a lot goes into the game mechanics for this game. It is amazing. And just the basic version. A lot of research goes into the stats, and I thought I was a stat hound. Oh, man, but it's going to be so awesome to be there and to meet other people that are playing face-to-face, you know, to see them. God, hopefully to arrange a game. That would be cool with somebody. That would be really neat. But I'm not going to hold my breath, because my brother and I, we got a hotel room there in Roslyn, and we plan on playing a game or two. I don't know if we're going to stream or not. We might stream. Ron would be good on a stream. You guys are going to love my brother. You really are. He and I are chips off the old block, and we just offset each other perfectly. We really do. But so looking forward to it. I've wanted to do it for so long, and this year just, yeah, I'm going to go. All great things start out tough. They do, Jerry. They really do. But, man, Hal has done so much with this game, and then to bring in football and to bring in basketball and to bring in hockey. Hockey is awesome. God, I love the hockey game. It is so great. It really is. I love it so much. Yeah, if things were easy, everybody would do it. You got that right, brother. Guys, this is Chris, strat-o-matic, Delaware. Going to call the stream. Going to get off of here. Going to cool my jets for a little bit before I go to bed this evening. Thank you very much for spending a little bit of your time with me. I really do appreciate it. You have no idea how much. Final score, game 2 of the doubleheader, 1909 Pittsburgh Pirates, who are now 8-6, 3 runs. 1905 New York Giants, who are now 5-9, 1 run. Jerry, guys, take care. Bob, everyone else is still in the chat. Everybody who's watching out there in YouTube land, thank you very much, guys. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful evening and keep on rolling.